Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just want to say thank you to those who are watching, those who have subscribed, and those who will be subscribing after watching this video. So I recently did a wedding of 10 people, and I just wanted to come on here and tell you all how it was, you know, how I prepared for it, the outcome, how I was feeling, just kind of giving you all insight on the makeup artist, you know, part of who I am, and, you know, giving you all the look that I wore to the wedding, okay? Because it was bomb. All right, so we're gonna jump right into this look, and I'm so excited. Okay, let's go. So to start this video, I'm gonna start with pretty much the main points of what it means to be a makeup artist and to work on different skin. So I'm starting with my serum. I actually use the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Pink Juice Moisturizer for all of the girls in this wedding. One, you can use it as a moisturizer, you could use it as a serum. It's really hydrating, so it's really good for people with really dry skin. But if you have dry skin, you can use this as a serum. But if you're more like on the oily to normal side, you can use this as a moisturizer. So I use this on every girl, so I'm gonna start off with that on me, okay? I actually like this moisturizer slash serum. For me, it definitely feels like a serum because how thin it is compared to an actual moisturizer that I use, which is my First Aid Beauty. And yeah, so I use this as the serum and moisturizer for a lot of the girls. If not, I probably added an Origins moisturizer. So the moisturizer that I use is First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. I've been using this cream for over 6 years. I love it. I have not changed it. I don't think I will change it because it does what it needs to do to my skin. And I didn't use this on the girls in the wedding, but I found that if you're not prepping the skin the right way, then it's not going to come out right. Like even before they sat down, or when they sat down, I would put toner on them. So I would tone their face, serum, moisturizer. Like just how I would do my makeup, I did that with them. So I am using the Silk Canvas Primer by Tasha. I call it Tasha, like my mom's name, Tasha. So I use Tasha on the bride, and that's because she actually brought in the Tasha. I was like, oh, okay. And I'm very transparent with my clients. Granted, I've been doing makeup for like 6 years. I've been in this freelance business for like 2 or 3 years. And for me, that's not a long time. I'm still prepping my kit. So, you know, sometimes they come to me with products and I'm like, oh my God, where you get this from? I didn't know about this, blah, blah. So when I seen the Tasha primer, I was like, word, that's so dope that, you know, she had insight about it. Because honestly, I didn't even have a small Tasha, but I had like really great primer. So like I have the Smashbox primer, the oil one. You've seen it in a lot of my videos. I love that primer. I have like this NYX primer that's really moisturizing. And it smooths the skin out amazingly. So I'm really aware of what primers I use, but I technically, for all of the bridesmaids, I use the Skin Base by MAC because it just controls the oil. Like you're not seeing shine. When you put it on, you're dulling the skin out. So I like that because one, it's summertime and you don't want your face to start melting. So yeah. All right, I'm back. So I just filled them in. I didn't take it all away from y'all, okay? I filled them in. So right now I'm gonna carve out my eyebrows and I'm just gonna give you all more insight on this wedding. So when you're doing a big party, you not only wanna be on time, but you wanna start on time. So there was a lot of back and forth with me and the client, but it wasn't bad. It was just, you know, her wanting to understand my work ethic and me wanting to let her know how I work personally. Because for me, I know I'm fast, but you know, I've never done a 10-person wedding. My biggest wedding was 5 people. So this was like double of what I've done. And I was nervous, but the confidence that she had in me only made me more confident. So, you know, whether or not you agree with the time you may start with, just make sure you're on time. That's all. Just make sure you're on time. Like I got there exactly on time. One, I wish I got there a little bit earlier, like maybe like 20 minutes early. But another thing, prepare yourself, because I wasn't as prepared as I thought I was the day of, so that kind of took into the time that I had to set up versus setting up and getting right to it, because I got right to it when I got there. I was ready to go. And that's another thing, like, you just don't want to be late, you know, and you're just like, you know, it's a bad look. It's just a bad look. So just, if you could be on time, be on time. I'm working personally on being on time for a lot of things, and I definitely can say I am very much proud of myself for the improvements that I made. Let me just say that. So I'm gonna go ahead and carve out my eyebrows. So now I'm gonna go in with my 24-hour base Prep and Prime by MAC. I'm not trying to get tongue twist, and I'm gonna use a little bit of that. I didn't really use this on myself the day of the wedding, but I did use the Urban Decay primer on the lids for the girls. So for my base, I'm gonna use the Perception palette by Shayla, and I'm going to use Couture. Couture is like a regular brown color for me, and I use that all over the lid just as a base for my eyes. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my inner crease shadow, and I feel like I did a mixture of colors because I used Played Out, and then I used Embark in this MAC x9 palette. So with that being said, I need a smaller blending brush for the inner crease. So I'm gonna go ahead and use both of those and start blending into my crease. Okay, so now I'm going to actually cut my crease with my Amande concealer. And this is just so that the lower lid shadow can look a little bit more vibrant. So I am going in with these two colors, and I think it's Honey Lust and Antiqued. So I didn't use too much of the Antique, which is this one. I used more of the silver because I didn't want my eyes to look too dark. So I used a little bit of that, and then going in with Honey Lust. And I'm gonna pat that right on top. Kind of just blend out the shadow on the ends. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and line my eyes now and then later. Okay, so my eyes are on. With the original look, I think the eyes were a little bit lighter, but again, I was rushing, so I think this was the look I was really going for, okay? I think let's go with that. This was the look I was supposed to have on, okay? It still came out nice, but this was the look I was supposed to have on. But preparation. I was preparing for this wedding since January. We did our consultation. The consultation was really, really nice, but we ended up changing the look. And as an artist, you have to be very transparent with your clients on what the look, or, you know, if you're able to do the look. And the look she originally wanted came out great. I was definitely able to do the look. And what I like too about her, just in general, she already had the looks ready. Like, this is what I want. The original, you know, look was great, but, you know, she came back and was like, hey, I think this would be better. And personally, I think it was better. It saved us time, and it was a quick one too. So instead of loose glitter, we use the Stila glitter in Kitten. Beautiful. Just swipe it on, do the backdrop, boom, we good to go. So I was really happy about that, opposed to having to like ask every girl what does she like, because the first wedding I did, you know, every girl had their own look that they wanted. And I think that's what took me longer to do their makeup, because I was sitting there going through different looks with them. Oh, do you want it to match your dress? Do you want it to look like this and that and that? And we did not have to do that. So I really like that. The consultation was nice and easy and really smooth. Okay, so now I'm going with my concealer. This is the NARS Radiant Concealer. I love this concealer. I use this on all the girls. So what I did was order minis of this concealer and like every other shade, and it was beautiful. So even with bridal, if you don't use so much foundation, you can use concealer to substitute for that, and it evens out the skin. It gives it what it needs without doing too much. Okay, so you're gonna get exactly what you're gonna get. I'll let this dry down and I'll be back to blend it out. Okay, so this is pretty much dry down, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out. So one more thing I can tell you all was that I did not really take a break. I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to big wedding parties, is just going in and getting straight to it. Don't think about, oh, I need to eat. Don't think about, I need some water. Don't think of, every time I do makeup, someone asks, do you need anything? Do you need some water? Do you need, I'm like, no, I'm fine. But if I feel like they're pushing, I'm like, yeah, I'll take a water. But like, I didn't take a break for nothing. Like, they were coming in with platters of food, and if you know me, you know I eat. So it was really hard for me to sit back and be like, damn, I don't want that seafood sandwich, or I don't want, you know, that mimosa, because one, I don't do makeup under the influence. I have a lot of people who will offer me wine or, you know, a drink, and I tell them no, because I know what speed I go at, and if I'm going at a slow speed, I know I'm messing up my time. So I never really take in anything that they really offer me. And not to be mean about it, but I'm being real. Like, I come here to work. I didn't come here to really turn up. I turn up after I'm done with what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm gonna keep blending this out, and we're gonna keep going. And this is honestly looking like my makeup look, so I'm pleased. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and set with my Beauty Bakery flour powder. I love this powder. I use this powder on my girls in the wedding. One, this powder really doesn't give me flashbacks, so I wanted to use what I knew about. I have the Rihanna and the Patrick Star, but I really haven't played with it as much. So I was like, we are not about to be in this wedding playing with these powders and having flashback and having these messed up looks. I wasn't with it. I wanted this makeup to be perfect, and I think it reflected that. So this powder for me is amazing, and that's what we're gonna use. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my Microsmooth powder by Sephora. And I know y'all was probably like, why was she using Cover FX? Because Sephora decided to discontinue these powders and I was really upset. And the other day I went up in there and they had them. I was like, oh, you know I'm getting them. So I actually got this in a darker color, which is number 60. And this is deep, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and, this is the first time I'm using this color. So on the brides, I just use the Too Faced. Oh, this looks good. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, so on the brides, I use the Too Faced pressed powders. And it still had a nice flawless look. Like, look at this. And I'm glad I got a deeper color because the other one, again, way too light. And it's, you know, summertime and a girl's been tanning. This looks like butter. Butter. I look like butter, y'all. I look like butter. Okay, so now I'm going with my Tawny Mami by Kylie. And I used this on the girls at the wedding. And I really like this bronzer. Like, people always ask me, how do you like Kylie's products? I really do like her products. And I just felt like this was like the best bronzer to use because it gave like a nice tan to the skin. But it also just like, look at that, melts into your skin. Okay, so next I'm actually going to set my makeup, and I know y'all like, wait, but where's the highlighter? I like to put on the highlighter after because it's just more vibrant, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face now with my Prep+Prime. Now I'm going to line my eyes with my MAC liner. So I'm going to take Sketch and I'm going to blend out that line. Okay, so I use LeBron's on the skin because I felt like all the girls just needed to glisten, but naturally, not like the white highlight on the face. We're not going there. So this was like a really good highlighter to use. Look at that. It just looks like sun-kissed. So Artist Couture is like my new best friend. Tell Angel he needs to come for me. Okay, come for me because I sent for him. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop on my lashes and then we'll do the lip together because the lip is really what brought this look to life, okay? So I use the Kylie Leo, because I'm a Leo, but Leo lip liner and lipstick to fulfill this look. So now I'm gonna go in with the liquid lipstick. And this did come as a kit, so one of her lip kits. Then I'm gonna top it off with Rain. Okay, so this is the final look. This was my hair and makeup for the wedding. So same lip, same eyes, same foundation, literally same everything. And my hair was on fleek, so I had to slick it down for y'all. So I'm really happy about this. And I really hope I gave a lot of you other makeup artists out there some insight on what it means to really prepare for an actual wedding. Because a lot of people feel like or think they can do weddings all by themselves at that. and sometimes they can't. Like, so for this wedding, I felt confident enough to do this wedding alone and by myself. I feel like anything over maybe 15 people, I may need help, but like being the artist that I am and the workaholic that I am and just who I am as a person, I knew I could do it. And you know, my girls came out bomb and I came out bomb. So I just wanted to show y'all this look, and I really hope you all enjoyed this look. And if you want to see my dress, go on Instagram, like my pictures, please and thank you, and click the links below because these lashes are bomb and you can get 25% off of them. Okay, all right, I just want to say thank you to all of those who watched this video, those who subscribed, and those who will be subscribing. Okay, I'll see you all later. Bye.